Hello everyone, I'm Esther, I'm from Peterborough City Council, and we're doing a bit of a conversation, I guess, a bit of an open conversation today, a round table panel with a few different leaders from the Black, African and Caribbean community within the city.
Do you remember in primary school where there was like maybe me and my brother the only black people in our class, and there was definitely a way we had to be. Like for example, my sister would always tell me, my sister's older than me, she would always tell me, oh, you have to act this specific way because you know they're looking at you because you're black. They really have a perspective of you that you have to fight, but not only that, but also bring yourselp higher than that. So it feels like I'm running two races here. I'm running a race to reject these stereotypes that they're doing, but also build myself up and have my own personality.
Spoken word poetry for me has opened more doors for me than literally across the world. I've worked with the American police, I've worked with, because they didn't realise there's an issue in England. And I find with poetry myself, I can say things to people I would never get away. I've got my poetry read in the House of Commons.
I definitely had depression when I was younger, and it was because of lack of identity or a lack of being proud of who I was based on what I had around me and the people I had around me, and it does create this really negative attitude to the world. But it affects a lot of people, and even now, like I speak to students now who have like identity crises, and I think that, you know, especially we are in a city where there's a lot of mixed race kids as well. And like when you're talking to them and they don't know their backgrounds and they don't know what they're representing on Culture Day and things like that, they really struggle with that.
There was a training that we did when I started community work in Peterborough. It was called Cultural Awareness Training, where they brought things from each culture to the table. There were pleased people present on that training with us that period. But what that training did for me, because I had never been with Asian people before, was introduced me to their culture, to understand them better. How a lot of things were taught on that training that opened my eyes to the Asian community. So that training can be about Black community, it can be about Polish community.
Keep on having the conversations, but also actually putting action into it. I think it's good to have conversations, it's good to talk and share ideas, but you need to actually do something about it, not just talk about it.
Yeah.
So if you're able to do that, do it.
I think personal health is always really important, and personal expression. Like, you don't have to be, you know, somebody that makes a book to like write those things down still and express yourself. So I think for your own health, like, you can find different ways to express yourself, and I do that through painting, and my paintings are terrible, but I love it.
With the population of the Black people in Peterborough has grown, it's brought so much joy to my children, because there is now opportunity to make friends from people that look like them, and I think it's just been brilliant. Another thing I've noticed is the number of shops that have sprung up that sell ethnic food in Peterborough. It was very rare in those days, and I'm just really glad that Peterborough has come to enjoy the coming in of a lot more Black people in Peterborough. Yeah.